Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
I'm dumb. Happy Devils Monday! Welcome to Game Day Live, presented by the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network and the Primetime Radio Studios, along with Ang Crew Brew. My name is Vinnie Parise, who doesn't know how to accidentally unbump his muted microphone, here with my good friend Shorts Guy, as we get you set for New Jersey Devils hockey as they take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Welcome to all fans watching on Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch, wherever it is you get your podcasts. Shorts Guy. I swear I bump this thing like 3 times a week. One day I'm going to accidentally bump the hang up button, and then I'm going to just be gone. See ya. Peace.
Well, we're also seeing a different behind the scenes stream than what's going out, which we're not really used to. So that kind of makes sense to me. But yeah, I'm doing good. It's Monday. The Devils are playing the Flyers. It's a quick. There we go. There's what we're used to seeing. It's a quick redemption. Quick chance of redemption against these Flyers, which we didn't do well against a couple weeks ago. So, here's hoping that we get, that chance tonight, and the Devils completely change their game.
Totally. I don't know if a game has made me more angry than that last one against the Philadelphia Flyers. I mean, it felt like they had to win it. And because, they were really in the midst of their slump. Like since then, like now they've won 2 in a row. That weekend was just bad. I don't know what was going on. There are people that believe that the whole team was sick for like a week and they played like crap during that time. That is absolutely possible. But I mean, if any league in the world didn't get excuses for stuff like that, it would be the National Hockey League, in my opinion. Like if you're playing, you're playing, right? If you're in the lineup, you got to play, and you're expected to win. You got to go out there and do your job. And I'm not trying to sound like a meatball or anything like that either. I have sympathy for players and understand that they're human beings and they go through stuff. And hey, every team goes through tilts. Vegas just went through a 5-game losing streak. Roughly around the same time as the Devils. I think Florida has a 5-gamer on their stretch. The Leafs went 1-4-1 in a 6-game stretch in late December, early January. It happens. Every team goes through it. The Devils are hopefully climbing out of it after the last 2 games. Don't take Montreal lightly. That's a good Montreal team. You can argue they've been the best team in the NHL since Christmas, or even slightly before that. So, it's a good win. Get it in overtime. Now you have to redeem yourself against the Flyers on the road.
Yes, you do. And you've said it before on this show that these are all professional players and they're all fighting for a contract. They're all fighting for to win. And we saw that with Montreal. They're not, they're all professional hockey players. They're all better than you, me, and Sam combined. And then, times that by 10. And they're that much better than we are. But these Flyers, it's a John Tortorella coach team, so they're going to be very well coached. They're going to be very disciplined, because otherwise you're going to get the wrath of John Tortorella. And I think that there's few things in the world that I would want to be on the receiving end of the wrath of John Tortorella. The last time that we played the Flyers, it was there with Brooke Amanda, and the Flyers just clogged the hell out of the middle. We got that goal early from Dougie Hamilton, gave Sam a football call for later on for Devils After Dark. But then after that, holy crap, that game was just there. We couldn't do anything right. Jake Allen was a bright spot in that game. He did not play bad. That was not his game, and we talked about this on the big show last night. Now that this is his show for right now, you have his chance to get some wins, his chance to get some reps, and he's not been playing bad. The team has been playing like crap in front of him, which you can play fantastic as a goalie and still lose multiple games in a row. I can tell you that from experience, because it's happened to me more than I can count. Jake Allen's been playing very, very well. Jake Allen is the reason why we were able to stay in that game in Montreal. Jake Allen has played very well against the Flyers. We just couldn't score. And, this is time for Jake Allen to really get those reps in to be prepared for the playoffs. And, hopefully we get Markstrom back soon, and they can split some games. I kind of lost track of what I was saying because I have a text message from Sam, but either way, we've got Jake Allen in net tonight. There's no question about that. And
it's all good. All good. Sorry about my
Sorry,
I
Sam.
swear to you that when I was outside Section 8, I saw Sidney Sweeney at the Devils Flyers game.
It's possible. It's possible
because she was
and
at
I
Madison
remember,
Square. She was at Madison Square Garden 2 nights later, so it's definitely
and
possible.
I remember texting you, be like, "Hey, do you want us to come get you?" And then there was nothing, and you were like, "No, I went back to American whiskey." It's like,
I just
oh,
feel like that would have got out. Like
It was
that would have
definitely
been.
her. Nobody recognized her. Her hair was down, and then when I saw her in a picture at Madison Square Garden 2 nights later, it was the same girl. Definitely the same girl.
there
The
you
hair.
go.
Yep.
Cool.
That's crazy that she slid. If that's true, that would be crazy how much she slid under the radar.
Yeah. Well, it's New Jersey.
That's true.
It's New Jersey, so it's very well possible. But hey, like we were saying, Devils Flyers, redemption night. I know good friend of the podcast, Max, is not in the chat because Max is at the game tonight. Maybe he was climbing some light poles last night. We don't know. He claimed to not be doing it during the big show, but hey, what he did after 10 o'clock last night, we'll have to find out. What do you think of the game today?
Well, so a report went around on Twitter that the Philadelphia Flyers canceled their team morning skate because half the guys didn't show up. The other ones that did were throwing up before they got to the locker room. And then people took this and ran with it, especially Devils Twitter, not realizing that the account that this came from is an account called Evil Gritty. Okay, you're not getting your news from Evil Gritty, Devils Twitter. I love
No,
you guys.
you're
I
not.
love you guys,
No,
but
you're
like,
not.
don't be that vulnerable. Like, type in Flyers on Twitter to see if there's any validity to it. You go to the Flyers'
Vinny.
actual Twitter page, and there was a video from Morning Skate, clearly uncanceled, with the whole team there. So no, the
Vinny,
Flyers did not have the runs from the Super Bowl or from the NFC Championship hangover at all.
Okay, so Vinny, what you're suggesting takes critical thinking skills, and that's lacking severely. So you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot for people to have critical thinking skills, especially critical thinking skills when it comes to things on social media. I feel like critical thinking skills lack, and then critical thinking skills go out the door whenever it comes to social media. And what's the best example is when somebody posts an article just because of the headline, but then you look at it, you look at the date, and you're like, hey, have you looked at the date of this article? This is 8 years ago.
It's from 2015.
And all of a sudden it's gone. So yeah, critical thinking skills and the internet do not go well together.
No, not at all. And I wrote one of my little like typical tweets during the day to like get people going for the game. Like I always kind of preview it a little bit, just a thought that runs through my head. And someone responded, 0 excuses. Flyers team canceled morning skate because they were puking and pooping. And it was the vulgar word for pooping. And I responded, the amount of people that fell for and believed the report from Evil Gritty is astonishing. And they replied, add me to the list.
So
at least they owned up to it. It was very funny.
The only way that I could potentially believe that is if the Flyers are to go get a pork roll, egg, and cheese from the concourse on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, they may have those issues. Sam and Beer Baron have experienced that personally. So, depends on what they eat on Wednesday.
Yeah, totally. And no, most of the players on the Philadelphia Flyers are from either Moscow, Russia, or Letterkenny, Canada, or whatever, and don't give a literal crap that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. That's one thing that absolutely made me think it was hilarious too, that people were like blaming them for partying about the Eagles. They don't care. They don't care at all. Some of them might. Wouldn't shock me if some of them might. I feel like if I made it to the NHL, I would somewhat embrace the pro sports teams around. They wouldn't take over my love for, the White Sox or the Bears or the Devils or, whoever it is that's my favorite team. But, I don't think I'd get so in one that I couldn't make it to the game the next day.
Oh, yeah. And here we for those of you listening, you're missing out on this. We've got Max's live down at the old former FU Center, now the whatever it is now, soon to be a demolished center in a couple of years.
Yep.
In the concourse, there's already one Birds jersey. Ugh, That's what I got to say about that one. I see a Heischer jersey, see a lot of black and orange, but yeah, we're going to go live, see some warm-ups. We've got Wimpy in the group asking how hurt is Nico. I think we're going to find out. We should hopefully find out tonight. I think the last they heard was day to day. They
I don't
didn't
think
really
he's
go.
that hurt. He went home.
They didn't
So
go.
I think
I was surprised at how much they told us about Markstrom's injury, but that's something I think that we all would have lost our minds over. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely. I got to assume he's out tonight. I didn't see any of the morning skate stuff today. If there was,
he is out tonight. He's out tonight.
Okay.
Jack Hughes missed morning skate. He's dealing with that finger thing with the stitch, but he's playing. Clearly, it didn't impact him too much in overtime. He was the best player on either team in overtime against the Montreal Canadiens.
When you got the adrenaline going, you don't feel it. But then after the game, you're probably like, "Oh, that hurt."
Totally, no doubt.
I mean, I've been there before.
Absolutely, and he sure went back to New Jersey to get further evaluated. It wouldn't shock me if he's having X-rays on the rib area or whatever the case may be. Hopefully, it's nothing too long term, but. The Devils aren't on the road for long. They're in Philly, which is, what is that? That's probably a bus ride for them. They'll probably sleep in their own beds late tonight, but tonight nonetheless. And as you see the Flyers
he's on
and
the
Devils
wrong
taking
side.
warm-ups.
On the wrong side.
Yeah. Got the Flyers shooting on the net there. The Devils are on the other side. But,
Devils.
Hopefully Nico's okay. It wouldn't shock me if he got in the next game. It wouldn't shock me if he missed a game or two. It would surprise me if they call him day to day and then he misses all the way through the Four Nations face-off. I don't see how that would be day to day in any way, shape, or form as you look at the warm-ups going on between the New Jersey Devils and Philadelphia Flyers at Wells Fargo Center.
Yeah, the former FU Center.
I love that FU Center. Every year you remind me of that.
Only in Philadelphia would your building be called the FU Center. It's like only in Philadelphia would it be the FU Center.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, so we're it's for Nico to be out. I mean, I want to say that this Four Nations face-off is going to end up being a blessing in disguise. Markstrom, we were worried about going to be, what if he gets injured during it? Well, he got injured before it. So now he'll have those 2 weeks to rest, to do nothing, to do rehab, and hopefully be back shortly thereafter. I see a reverse retro 2.0 green jersey with the Hughes, and we got a Hamilton jersey right there in front of Max. Those green jerseys, the one I got over my right shoulder, they're so hard to find. There's Max. There's good friend of the podcast, Max. And that stupid hat. That stupid hat, Max. Yeah, it's I'm hoping for a good game tonight. Max, can you hear us or no?
Oh, we lost him.
He just froze.
It's gotta be a double whammy seeing Philly in the Super Bowl though with their running back. I mean, that's gotta hurt a little bit. No, I mean I'm a Bears fan. I got no room to talk. My team stinks and every bad thing. The Bears passed on Patrick Mahomes for Mitchell Trubisky, so I'm not here pooping on anyone.
Yeah, I know. Just like the Flames passed on Brodeur for Trevor Kidd. But,
that's actually
they even traded up. They even traded up for Trevor Kidd. They traded up for Trevor Kidd. The
Bears traded up for Mitch.
Yeah, Brooke, the arena, the service inside the arena suck. You know what it is? Just to kind of, we were talking about this last night. It's, it is what it is. My personal feeling is he's not wearing my team's jersey, so I don't like him anymore.
That's fair. That's how it should be. That's absolutely how it should be. Very good. Well, so you're going to run Jake Allen again tonight, I assume. Obviously, some injuries are starting to kind of, not impact the team a little bit, but every team in the league goes through them. No team in the league has all of their stars. If you thought you were getting through this season with Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, Timo Meier, Jesper Bratt, Luke Hughes, Dougie Hamilton, Jacob Markstrom, all playing, all being dressed for all 82 games, you're out of your mind. That's just not likely. It's not. I don't even know if it's possible for your 5 or 6 best players to all play 82 games. It's just not going to happen. And so they've had pretty good health up to this point. Hopefully Hischier's injury, which Bush League play by the Montreal player to
Oh my
cross-check him where he
gosh.
did. I mean,
Oh,
that was just
totally.
dumb. Just totally dumb. And I don't know why. It seems to me like he takes a lot of abuse because the other team, the NHL's, it's a smart league. The other team knows he's like a stud.
The heart and soul of this team.
Yeah, when they game plan for the Devils, they're talking about being hard on Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, and Nico Hischier in particular. Timo Meier is more of a power forward. You're not really going to push him around too much, I don't think. But and he's just not as offensively productive as the other three guys I mentioned. He's productive, but not like Bratt, Hughes, and Hischier.
Yeah.
And Hischier, he doesn't get star treatment though from referees, even fans.
No, he doesn't.
You know, it's not. People don't think of Nico Hischier and think of the guy who's probably going to score. Well, he might. If he misses 6 or 7 games, I don't know if he'll get to 40 goals, but he's on pace for that right now. You know, an 80-point guy, Selke Trophy, top 3 finisher every year, basically. That's a superstar, but the league doesn't really see it that way. He might have to really rack up 3 or 4 or 5 of these years in a row for people to kind of see him. Though, you know, think about what happened with Kopitar. It took a while.
Yeah.
It took to win a Stanley Cup for people to really realize how good that guy was. Bergeron had the fortune of playing for the Bruins. Taves had the fortune of playing for the Blackhawks, and those guys both won a little bit earlier. But you know, we'll see how it goes. I hate the way Nico just every game it seems like he just takes so much abuse, and the way he plays doesn't help. He's down low every play. He's in the dirty areas where guys like Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt avoid that for the most part. Hischier's always, you know, getting himself into, you know, trouble in a good way in the game of hockey.
He is. You know, and you know, he does his job and he does it well. And you know, teams are going to go after him for it. Even when he does things and he makes plays and hits that he doesn't even intend to, like against the Panthers last year. You know, like he had zero intention of doing what he did, and he winds up getting crap for it. So, you know, it's just the way he plays. But that was definitely a dirty play, and I know on the broadcast they were kind of going after him because it was what looked like at the time full speed, just yet another breakaway, another giveaway, which led to a goal. Then when you really look at it, you know, that cross check looks really hard. That led to the giveaway. That led to the second goal. You know, and then, but then when you saw him on the bench, like he was looking equal parts physically hurt and just mentally disgusted with that giveaway leading to a goal like that.
Because you know Nico's the kind of guy too who doesn't use that as like an excuse.
Oh,
he
no.
doesn't see, I got cross-checked in the midsection and the other team got a good chance and scored because of it. You know, if that didn't happen, they would have never got there. He doesn't see it that way. He sees it as he let up the bad chance. And yeah, I'm sure he thinks it's BS that he was hit like that, but I definitely don't think he blames the bad hockey play on that at all, even though he very well could and possibly should.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. He, you know that he believes that he should not have given that puck up despite getting hit like that.
Yep.
Like he should have protected that puck at all costs. And he, you know, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and you can tell he wants to be here. And that's the most amazing part. And that's why, like him being drafted by this team was fantastic.
Absolutely. And, you know, I love the captain. He's my favorite player. I'm excited for his return. Hopefully that happens. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, Shorts Guy, I think we're getting to that portion of the show where we need everybody to go in the chat right now and throw your predictions on what is going to happen in the game between the New Jersey Devils and the Philadelphia Flyers. But while people are loading in their comments, while Hischier's out, besides the obvious Jack Hughes, maybe even the obvious Jesper Bratt, who are you looking at to step in and kind of fill some shoes for Nico Hischier while people load these in? And shout out to Mike Rosenweg, who is in the chat from Japan.
Yeah,
very,
I was just going to say
cool.
that too. Yeah, so we're officially worldwide now. So this is even better. And he's in the military. So Mike, thanks for your service. Be safe over there in Japan. A friend of mine was stationed in Japan many years ago in the Marines. So, but yeah, Japan is literally on the other side of the world, which is pretty cool. I would like to see a continuation of the hot play not hot play, I should say, but the better as of late play from Tatar. He played very well in Montreal, and that's what we really needed. And I brought that up on Game Day Live on Saturday, that he needed to heat up, and he did that day. And he's got to continue that, and that's what I want to see tonight. I want to see him, and I want to see the other bottom six guys start to heat it up. But Tatar specifically, I want to see him continue working hard like he did against Montreal.
Absolutely. So he makes me bust out laughing in the middle of your very intelligent, smart soliloquy there. But Samu predicts the New Jersey Devils.
I saw that.
Gonna beat the Flyers 55-3, which is almost the score that they beat the Commanders by. Sorry if we got any Washington fans in the chat over there in Philly. Shorts guy, you read off what you think is going to happen in today's game, and then I'll start gathering some of these scores that people are throwing in the chat. Ted, I can't answer the Super Bowl question yet because I have to get a column together for USA Today, and I can't reveal what I'm thinking yet. And we got 2 weeks, so I'm not even fully sure where I'm going with it. So we're going to have to hold off on that Super Bowl prediction for now. Shorts guy, what do you think?
All right, so it's Devils Flyers was a tight game last time. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be another tight game tonight. We've got Jake Allen in net, and I think Jake Allen can do well tonight. But I think the Devils can prevail 3-1 tonight. I think 3-1 is gonna be the final score.
3-1, Shorts guy, very good stuff. That's actually where I was leaning at first, and I'm gonna go somewhere close to that for sure. Okay. Brooke Amanda says 4-2. AJ Visco 3-2, Jim 3-1 Devils, Lawrence 2-1 Devils, Joseph 4-0 Devils, Select a Boy 4-2 Devils, Tom 4-3 Devils. Sean says 3-2 Devils with 2 goals from Jesper Blad. Ted says Devils 5-2. Eddie says 3-2 Devils, predicting a Carter goal.
Okay.
3-1 Devils from Survey. 3-2 Devils in regulation. Go ahead.
Did you see Steven Engel's score? He actually said 3-2 Devils.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, cool. I know. Yeah, he actually predicted.
He's picking the Devils, the team he claims he likes.
I know.
Donnell says 5-2 Devils. Cram 3-2 Devils. I think I said that already. Black Cannery 5-2 Devils. And
that's all we got so far.
Steven Engel, we literally talked about yours because you finally picked the Devils.
Yeah, we just did.
When he said Carter, he meant Cotter. That's what I was like, who's Carter? Carter Hart. They axed him last year. Him and McLeod got sent to Nowheresville together. But yeah, so we're running into the end of the show, Shorts guy. When you're thinking about this game, I know we like to talk a lot of crap about Philly, as well deserved. Hopefully they're able to get a big win here. I mean, this is the type of game where if you win it, all of a sudden you're winners of 3 in a row after this slump that plagued most of January, and you could kind of hopefully move in and finish this month strong. That's very much on the table to finish this month right around the 500 mark, which would just be phenomenal based on the way it started.
Yeah. And,
guys, we're going to try to get Max on, just to let you know.
Sweet. All right. Yeah, no, I kind of figured that's what you were trying. That's what I saw him trying to get some sound there.
Yeah, but you got
to able to hear him?
Yeah,
I did acknowledge him.
We did. Yeah, he wasn't talking.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Max.
There
What's
we
up,
go.
Dude?
Hey.
Hey. You see, you got some Devils fans in front of you. It's a good thing.
What are you seeing there, Max? What's sticking out to you?
That Travis Konechny looks like a POS.
All right. I'm not going to argue
Love
that.
it.
Great player, but absolutely annoying.
McDermott is a monster up close.
McDermott,
Like size-wise? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But these are my seats. I'm not just here for warm-ups. That's why I'm on the wrong side.
Oh, word. Those are
Oh.
good seats. So you see the Devils shoot twice. That's not bad.
Yeah, row 5. I'll scream at the top of my lungs 8 times in Philadelphia. Throw all the beer you
absolutely.
want.
Well, you
How
had
about-
some other Devils fans by you, which is nice.
How about scream touchdown, Dougie Hamilton?
If I can record that, I absolutely will.
That
I
would
love
be
it.
amazing.
I love
Very
it.
good. Those are good seats, man. Hell yeah.
Those are definitely good seats.
I'm gonna give it a shout out to my buddy who is a Flyers fan. Take it easy on him. This is a birthday gift for him. So if we could say happy birthday to Andrew.
Oh, we dropped the feed. There he is.
Oh, there
Happy
we go.
birthday,
Happy
Andrew.
birthday, Andrew.
Yeah.
Happy
He said
birthday.
happy birthday. Appreciate it. No, I said thank you. He says thank you.
Yeah, you're
Hopefully you
welcome,
guys-
Andrew. We hate your hoodie, but you're a nice guy because you're friends with Max.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
say we hate your hoodie, but we like you because you're friends with me.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed your football team winning, but I hope you have the exact opposite feeling with your hockey team tonight.
Exactly, but little birdie told me I might be headed down to New Orleans, but we'll stay tuned on that.
Oh.
No way.
That'll be
Yeah.
once in a lifetime opportunity. You gotta take it, right?
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
no, totally. If you get a chance to go down to the Super Bowl, absolutely.
Yeah, and like you have the chance to keep a team from three-peating. Like even if you don't, you had the chance. Like that's worth attempting to go see.
It's history one way or another because it's gonna be we're gonna either have two Super Bowls or we see the first team three-peat. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's very true.
but
Very
my
cool.
prediction
Lots-
tonight, I'm gonna
What do you
go. Jack looks like he's flying out there. I
That's
got a
good.
Jack Hattie, 7-3, Devils.
Ooh, Jack Hattie, 7-3. The Flyers have
close
given
to
up a lot
my-
of goals lately.
Those are close to my prediction.
A little bit, Sam.
Yeah,
A little bit.
But I feel like the Devils are going to come out so much different than the last game because let's be honest, they probably felt a little humiliated after that. That's not Devils hockey. These last couple of games have been Devils hockey.
100%.
Yeah, but that was absolutely John Tortorella clogged the middle and just get in the way of everything hockey too. So, and the Flyers executed that very well. But the Devils got to rise above that tonight and Wednesday specifically too. So.
Well, we all know the definition of insanity, right? Keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Result. The one thing that we've seen all year is if there is some adversity during a game where they can't get that breakout going, they don't really kind of pivot at all. They need to be a little more fluid with the game, and hopefully, Keefe has put something in the system that allows them to, transfer between 2 or 3 different styles of play. That's yet to be seen, but I think as we go along here, headed into this stretch, into this what's it called, Four Nations tournament stretch, I think we're going to see it change up again.
Well, yeah, you absolutely need that, especially when you get into the playoffs and the team starts to shut you down like Carolina did last year or 2 years ago against us. You got to be able to pivot.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't really score the same goal the same way every single time. You're not going to win the same game every single time.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely true. Very good. Well, Max, thank you very much
Always a
for
pleasure.
the insight that you brought. It's been very cool to see the warm-ups from up close here on the show. So, add Philly. Well, is that the first time we've had Philly in this little thing we've done?
I
Having the
think it might
warm-ups?
be.
So
I
add
think it
another
might be.
ring.
I know Max is, yeah. So Max, this is Philly, Boston. Where else for you? Or are those the only 2 so
I've
far?
only been Philly, Boston.
All right, cool. So Max has brought us from Philly and Boston. So yeah, we got to keep tabs of this. We got to get all 31 other arenas on our on Game Day Live. Then
My
Absolutely.
personal bucket list is going to every arena before I kick the bucket.
hey,
There you go.
count me in on that journey whenever I can join you.
Hey, whenever they do the Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa back to back to back, my brother and I are going to be doing that.
That's amazing.
That sounds like
What
that sounds like a trip worth doing.
Yeah, totally.
Might be after the wedding, but we'll see.
just like Vinny's got to do.
Very relatable. Very relatable.
All right, cheers, fellas. Go Devils.
All right.
And I will
Cheers,
not
go
say
Devils.
the other team because let's focus on the Devils.
Yeah,
Yep.
and we'll
You
see you
got-
Wednesday. We'll see you live
I will
Wednesday,
see you
Matt.
Wednesday. Yes,
See
sir.
you
See you
Wednesday. Very good. New Jersey Devils take on Wednesday at home that time. For those who are wondering what's Wednesday, it's the national televised game on TNT. So you got a heavy dosage of the Flyers coming up. Shorts guy, I'm going to predict 3-2 for the New Jersey Devils in this win. Hopefully over the Flyers coming up here. Should be a good game, though. I'm looking forward to some really difficult hockey in a lot of ways.
Hey, Vin.
What's up?
I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty?
Thirsty.
What do you want me to do about it?
Well, any
I'm
suggestions?
just your podcast host friend.
You are. Hey, what do I got here? Vin, check it out.
Oh, is that what I think it is?
It is the brand new
And Crew Brew, the brand new edition of And Crew Brew. Beer, still same delicious, refreshing, cold beer taste with a cool new logo with the Let's Go Devils podcast logo. That is the brand new, newly designed And Crew Brew. Go to joinercrew.com if you want updates on how you can get said And Crew Brew in the coming weeks.
Yes. And check our Instagram because there's going to be something in collaboration with Departed Souls. I got to get in touch with Brian, who owns Departed Souls, the head brewer over there. He messaged me today. I have to get back to him after this. And for anyone that's new in the YouTube group, go to joinourcrew.com. You can find you can sign up for all of our information. You can find us on all the socials, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all that fun stuff. It sounds like we're at the end of our show, Vin.
It sure does. We hit the music. That means you got to go watch the New Jersey Devils play the Philadelphia Flyers. I hope everybody enjoyed today's show with a little bit of insight into the warmies between the New Jersey Devils and Philadelphia Flyers. Got to make our predictions, talk about the game a little bit. Make sure you go to all of our social media pages, click like, click subscribe, follow everybody's individual accounts on Twitter and Instagram. And as always, for the great Sam Wu, the great Shorts guy, I'm Vinnie Parise. As always, let's go Devil.